I'm Susannah Barr. I'm a professional pickleball player and certified coach. I've been playing pickleball for quite a while now and professionally for over 3 years. So I'm constantly looking at ways to improve my own game as well as to help my students. So one of the things that I've really started to focus on for myself is improving my footwork. So this series is a bunch of drills and instruction to help you improve your footwork as well. When we talk about footwork, what we're talking about is increasing our reaction time, improving our balance, and increasing our agility. So footwork is the foundation of almost all sports, but we know it and we've seen it when we kind of get stuck on the court, right? And we're growing roots is what we like to say. We want to avoid that, and if we can increase our footwork, increase our timing, we're going to improve our game significantly. All right, so when we talk about footwork, we're really talking about moving in two directions, right? We can either move laterally or we can move forward and back. And this series of drills is going to help you work on both types of movement because we need to be able to move in all directions when we play pickleball. So the very first drill that we're going to be doing is a warm-up to help you improve your lateral footwork. When we talk about moving laterally, especially that's going to happen most of the time when we're already up at the no volley zone or at the kitchen, and we want to be moving laterally along this kitchen line. So one of the things that we want to think about when we're moving laterally is how we actually step. So we know that we want to be lunging sideways to get to that ball, but in pickleball, instead of moving with our outside foot towards where we want to go, we actually want to build the habit of moving with our inside foot and then out. So if we can develop this shuffle step, that's going to help us move laterally much quicker. This is a very simple warm-up drill just to get us started moving laterally. And all you guys are going to be doing is dinking the ball back and forth, moving along this kitchen line as you dink. All the way down to the end. Good. There you go. Nice. All the way back down to this end. There you go. Get all the way there. Perfect. No worries. All right. So one of the things you guys are both doing really well, but we also want you guys watching at home to know about is there's a very clear footwork pattern in pickleball. Okay? So the pattern is we don't move when we're hitting the ball, right? And we don't move when our opponents are hitting the ball, or our partners in this case. We move when the ball's in the air, okay? And that's really this broken down. That's a really simplified way to think about how do we move in pickleball. Don't move when you hit. We're set, we're balanced, we're in position. We don't move when our opponents are hitting because we're watching what they're doing. But as soon as that ball has left and our follow through is finished, now we're gonna move while it's in the air. And we wanna be moving pretty much after every single shot. And even though it's not going to be a lot, we need to stay on the balls of our feet. All right? So try this one more time, making sure when you get there that you actually set. Take your time. We're not rushing. Good. Yes, there you go. Awesome. So one of the things I saw in this second rotation was so much more control over your dink, right? Yeah, they were actually bouncing in the kitchen, they were out in front of you. So that was that little tiny bit of improvement of making sure we were actually set when we were hitting and then moving when we needed to move. Nice job there. Okay, let's go ahead and do it one more time, but now we're gonna volley.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so keeping that ball in the air. And moving laterally as well. Paddles out in front. It's a little harder. Slow it down though. We're not trying to beat each other. Good. Good. And work your way back. Good. All the way down to the end. Here we go. Here we go. Keep moving laterally. Nice job. There we go. Good. That was a little harder, right? What more to think about? The other thing I want you guys to do when you do this one more time, don't be afraid to switch between your forehand and your backhand, right? You're a little bit stuck hitting only backhand volleys, but there's times we need to hit that volley, forehand volley as well. Try it one more time. Good. Yes. And then all the way back. Awesome. Good work. So once again, the improvement there was a combination of things, but one of them was that you actually were bending a little bit more and you were set when you were hitting that ball, right? So the timing on your footwork improved and you were stopping when you guys were hitting. Okay, now we're going to come up and we're only going to do half of our court here. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate it with Damien. What we're going to do now is we're going to dink, okay? But we're going to dink cross-court line, cross-court line. We're going to keep this pattern, this figure 8 pattern, stepping from side to side, all right? We'll give this a try. Good. Now this one we're really working on our shuffle step. Making sure we set when we hit, we move when it's in the air. Good. Nice. Nice job there, right? So really working on that shuffle to either side. We've got to be able to move both directions, right? Okay? Now, if we want to make it a little more challenging, just for fun, we can throw in a second ball. And now this time, we're each going to feed this ball straight ahead. All right, you ready? Here we go. Oh, we had it going. Try it again. Oh, good. One more time. I should put my glasses on when I'm doing this. Oh, I missed it. And that one's fun. It's just, you know, give you something else to do. Again, working on your movement, keeping engaged there. Okay, we're going to add one last footwork lateral warm-up drill. All right, so I'm bringing over my handy little hoop here. I love hoops. I think they're great targets, and we can step in it and not worry about slipping or things like that. So I'm just going to throw this hoop right into the middle here. Okay. What we're going to be doing on this one is, again, we are working on increasing our lateral footwork. Okay. When I come in here into the middle and I have my left leg here in this hoop, my partner will dink me out to the side. I need to push off, shuffle over, hit my dink, get back, shuffle over, hit my dink. Okay? Does that make sense? Jamie, so you want to try it? Start right there, and I'm just going to dink you over here. You're going to hit your dink right back to me. Good. There you go. And then get back and get it. Yes. Nice job. Making sure we set our feet when we hit that ball. Ooh. Good. Awesome. It's a little tiring, huh? So that's one of the things that these footwork drills do, is they are good for our cardio as well, right? Believe it or not, we're like, it's such an easy little drill, and yet we find ourselves starting to breathe a little hard. What you did a really nice job of getting over and then slowing down when you actually make contact with your dink, right? So that's one of the things that I've really been working on myself, is that quick initial movement and then slowing down to make contact, okay? Really nice job. We can go to the other side. Got to work both sides of the court here. So we got your backhand over here now. You ready? Okay. Good. Set your feet, right? You don't got to rush back to the center. You got more time than you realize. Very good. There you go. There you go. Here you go. Go ahead and hit another one. Good. Back and go. So what I like here is it's actually showing that you might be a little slower pushing off to your backhand, right? So that's just something that we can work on and improve, and it's very common, right? A lot of times we are faster pushing off one direction than the other. And so if we can realize that in pickleball, we got to be able to go both ways, right? So working on that a little bit more on your backhand side, that's going to improve your footwork significantly. Good. All right, so that's it for our first little warm-up, improving our lateral footwork. Kind of a fun way to get started before you go out and play. But the more you do this, the easier it's going to get, and then you're going to be able to start to implement it in your actual game.